And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Terra Invicta in our resistance run, where we've got plans. Time to implement some of these plans. So we got a ship on the way to we got a fleet on the way to Jupiter. We'll see if it makes it. We got Germany. Okay. I'm actually not surprised that that's happening. Actually, I'm surprised it took so long. We're doing refits on Earth. Did they all finish? They did all finish. So, Romeo 855, we want you to go to Mars. At Mars, you're going to meet up with your ships. Don't do a maximal burn to Mars. Like, I have the water, I could handle it, but you don't need to be there in 6.8 weeks. Right, how quickly do you want to be there? We got at least 20 weeks before the ships that you're going to go with are going to be done. And that's saving you 120 kps of fuel. Yeah, we're not going to min burn it. Be somewhere in the middle. 24 weeks. 20 weeks. Let's do 20 weeks. Yeah, saving us 25 kps of fuel.
Offering counsel.
Okay, so you probably still want to reduce your unrest a little bit more. For the moment, I want this number divided by 10,000 plus this number to be, the resting point of this number to be like 9. So we do want the cohesion to go up a little bit.
Things are cooling off.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Okay, so more enthrall resistance. Not that I think the aliens are doing anything in our territory. They probably would have given themselves away by now. But of course, they're more likely to give themselves away if they fail, so you want to make them fail reliably so they get detected.
We are in control now.
Our people have taken control.
In the Dominican Republic, annoyingly. We'll just take it back. It's not too much of a concern. And again, Honduras, but it's just 1 point, so it's not too much of a concern. Belize, Dominican Republic, and Confederate. Okay. Unseasonable snow. Provide some economic aid, please. Or we take major damage to the economy now. Okay. Purge to get that one back.
Removing our enemies.
Where to?
Purge. Get that one back.
Terminating the opposition.
Your orders?
And then I'm going to delay those public campaigns.
On my
And
way
get the
to the
federations
capital.
off.
What's the op? Heading to the capital.
I will help them.
Order is returning.
Okay. We want to keep the United States nice and stable. We might actually move them over to stabilizing China, because same sort of thing. We want to keep China reasonably stable. Spring blizzard. Okay, provide some economic aid. That's global warming.
Policy direction complete.
Federate, Belize. What's the state of global warming? Are we making it better or are we making it worse? I'm making it about the same. It's stagnant. Managed to stagnate the problem, which is better than it getting worse.
Policy direction complete.
So come April. Okay, so the next cycle we can merge in El Salvador, which will protect El
Our
Salvador.
people have taken control.
Our associates are now in charge.
Unification El Salvador.
What's the up?
Ready for my mission.
Okay, so let's get you public campaigning again in Taiwan.
I will tell our story.
At
Get
your
you
service.
public campaigning
We'll make
in
our
America.
appeal.
I'm here.
We'll
Where
get
do you need me?
you set the national policy in
On my
America,
way to
so
the
we can
capital.
get
Ready.
El Salvador locked in, and then you do a stabilize mission in China. We want it to
restore
stay
peace to this
below
mission.
2. It is below 2, but we want to keep it down below 2. It's a little high for what we want. Oh, and I can now apparently pick up Combat Astronaut. Which would be one more command. Although I'd have to save 8 XP on the people who want to apply it to. Of course, there's not very many people I actually want to necessarily apply it to. This is one. We'll grab one command there. And you can take a Combat Astronaut. When some of these people are finding the training time to become trained to fight in space without ever touching space, I don't know, but they are. Okay. Confirm and let more time advance.
Lending my expertise.
Things are stabilizing. The people will come to our side.
We've moved the needle.
Violence is abating.
Paraguay is now independent. See, I think someone else is raising unrest. I'm surprised they're defecting to me, given I think someone else is raising unrest, but...
Policy direction complete.
Okay. El Salvador is
Cleaning
now
things
part of
up.
the United States of North America. Which, of course, is bad for almost all the South except for raw GDP. It is El Salvador, after all. But now that it's part of the Union, we can start to fix that. Okay, so we're basically on the defense in all 4 locations until August. Okay, those ones have been lost again. We'll just have to take them back. I'm going to slow the boost roll in the United States a little bit. Pan-Asian Combine. Mongolia has proposed an alliance with the Pan-Asian Combine. Okay, sure. Purge, take that back. Spend 16.
We're taking power.
You. Purge.
Standing
Take
by.
that back. Spend 16.
Targeting the opposition.
How stable is the United States? The United States is stable enough.
Ready to go.
Although, no, I'll do this instead
Where
of the
to?
Ready.
I'll do what? So we're gonna do defend interest and bleeds
Securing our control.
to refresh that timer,
Your orders.
and you're gonna do defend interest in Nicaragua to
Securing our
extend
interests.
that timer. That should both of these should probably extend it through integration. So it just really comes down to if they're gonna come over the top of the defend interest or not. Ships doing their burns, confirming assignments, moving forward.
Offering assistance.
Securing our control.
Defend interest mission complete. Yeah. Okay, so that's goes
Securing our
easy in
interests.
or early in the priority list. Purges are pretty late.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Major flooding in Amsterdam. Deploy a team to give assistance. Oh, before I forget, let's do another round of direct investment for funding in the United States. Alien red teaming. Done. And that reminds me, what is... You are done in June. Okay, so let's jump you to get that reset. 751, please engage. Victor 2354. Engage. Enemy max bid will escape, so we're just gonna do the minimum bid. I'm only delayed to June. Maybe I have to actually make them run. Actually get them to do some running. Okay. We'll put some bid in, for example. Engage. We'll put a whole KPS in. Yes. Okay, I had to get them to do some running. That's laid them out to December. We'll go refuel, and then just wait until it's closer to December, and we'll just make them, every once in a while, we'll just delay the surveillance. Or they won't run anymore, and then we'll blow them up. Whichever happens first. Missile tests. It is what it is.
We are in control here.
Okay, so the cohesion's calculated to go to 5. It just isn't currently 5. Fair enough. Sternly worded letter of disapproval.
We have removed some tracks.
The Doongai Marine Base is rebuilt.
Ready to go.
Okay. So we've purged the stuff. Let's have you do a defend interest on the locations where we've just taken the stuff back, so we
Securing
hopefully
our
don't lose it
interests.
again.
Where to?
we go.
Protecting our interests.
Ready for orders.
America is reasonably stable. And stability should... Actually, the stability should be worsening. Because we have a lowered cohesion. Yeah. Where is improving here? Although it's stable at the moment. In fact, from a stability standpoint, because we have, as long as we have armies in the area, it'll stay stable. We just don't want to be reliant on the army, so that we can move away from autocratic. Here we're unstable, like incredibly so. Working on the environment, working on knowledge, working on unity. And yeah, we need the unity effect to drive the cohesion. We're just waiting for the cohesion to go up, basically. I'm gonna minimally invest in economy here. Because I don't really want the GDP-C to drop any more. Okay. So what I was thinking with this guy is we send him to do some stabilizing, but apparently I don't have any places I need to stabilize. Could do the unification, but we don't need the control points, and Japan is defensive enough to keep most people out of it.
Standing by for orders.
Yeah, I'm just gonna land on Taiwan, and we're gonna rapidly convert Taiwan to our support, and then we'll throw it over to the Pan-Asian Combine and merge it in. The GDP-C will help a lot. Yeah, you can see what democracy is doing for Taiwan. It's a tenth the GDP of China, and a lot less than a tenth the population. Of course, we're going to turn around and screw that up because I'm not going to liberate the mainland of Taiwan.
Securing our control.
That feels fiddly. And I probably would have needed to do it earlier if I was going to do it. Event interest complete. Yep.
Offering support. Securing our control.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
We've moved the needle.
Scientists around the world have gained a full understanding of the future tech, life sciences. And I contributed most to it, so I get to select the next one. Okay. Life Sciences Project, free traction, re-rolls. That's... don't really care about that. Average live 6 months longer. That we care about. And we might as well click the military one, because maximum military attack is probably more useful than just a re-roll. And we lost our point of Paraguay. That's fine. Lost the point of Honduras. That's annoying, but it's recoverable from. We don't want to lose the executive. Lose the executive, we have a problem. Yes, the defend interest in the Dominican Republic was a good idea, because it probably did just prevent it from falling.
At your service. We are taking power.
Ready.
And we'll invest the 16.
Targeting their center of power.
Ready for my mission.
If I had a better...
Acknowledged.
Standing by for orders.
Reporting in.
Oh, I suppose you can go in and do the purge. You can follow the purge. So if the crackdown works, then the purge will work, and then we'll have the first point. Plans. The plans are coming together. Yeah, it's all looking good. 14th of October, the advanced plasma batteries. I'm not going to be designing any ships yet around that, but that'll be something we'll upgrade ships to.
Offering counsel.
Ship launch at Mars. Okay, so when the fleet flying to Mars arrives, I could just merge the two. I'd have to be a little picky when we come to actually doing space battles so that we've got enough of the combat ships in the fight, but I can do that. That's probably doable. And 6 of the laser plasmas are probably enough to escort the rest. Because the colony ships are basically PD Titans. They're basically bristling with point defense. They just don't have any plasma to chip armor off.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Public support didn't budge from... Oh no, that was the servants in the Eurasian Union. No, it's fine.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Their control is
Successful
vulnerable now.
crackdown. Okay, they're attacking Pakistan. That's fine. Independence for Chile. Administration and it's Ecuador.
We are in control now.
Purge wrestling success. We have purged the supporters of the initiative and have taken control for the point in Honduras. So we're back in control in Honduras.
Our people have taken
Now in control in a Taiwan point. Nothing we do about it. Dispatch teams or arrange for research. If it's going to increase, we might as well get the science. Although maybe 300 science is not a lot. It's a day and a half of science at this point.
I'm here. Reporting in.
Standing by.
We got you can crack down,
Acknowledged.
you can crack down decently.
Acknowledged.
You can't purge.
I'm here.
You could purge.
Where do you need me?
You can crack down, but you're really bad at it.
Standing by.
Standing by.
Ready for orders.
You just have a natural 25 command, so there's no point in giving you a combat astronaut. That's giving you a mission, so we don't want to take that off. SEAL Team 6 is giving you a mission, so we don't want to take that off. And those are the command orgs you've got. So, we're not taking any orgs off of you. Okay. Missions granted assault enemy space asset, which you already have, so yeah, this really does nothing for you. Like the persuasion. You don't have any good investigate things as a Virginia counselor, so don't investigate yet. I suppose we could. You are grabbing investigate. Alright, so you're up to 16.
Ready to go.
Yeah, but you can't even do the crackdown. You can only purge. So I've got 3 people who can purge, 2 people who can crack down,
Yeah.
but the problem is that they're on the same people, right?
Targeting their center of power.
Reporting in. Cracking down.
Ready for
Okay,
orders.
doesn't matter which of the 2 points you purge.
Terminating
just
the
purge one of them.
opposition.
We'll get the other one next. Both crackdowns will presumably go in. And yeah, there's no more... Again, nothing until August. Firm assignments, let more time pass.
Offering assistance.
There'll be Mars in a couple days. You're arriving around December. So at this point, these guys should start actually attracting attention. Surprised the aliens haven't moved for them.
We've moved the needle. Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Crackdown successful.
We've hit them where it hurts.
We have hurt them very hard.
Successful. So everything's cracked down there. Ecuador is independent. Romeo 855 completes transfer. Romeo 855 is refueled. Yeah, we'll just do a merger there between the 2 fleets. And then we got Romeo 874. You probably want to make the burn out to where 813 is going to be. So you also want to go to Jupiter. You also want to go there. You don't want to burn all your fuel to do that. So you're going to want to go slower. Right? You're going to want to do like a 75 fuel, 70 fuel burn. So 43 week burn out there. It's almost worth arguing that I should wait. Because if I think I can do a full max burn out there, we're going to save so many weeks. And we're going to save more weeks than I need to wait to know if the other fleet arrives. If the other fleet arrives and sets up a refueling spot, I can do the full burn. And we can get a second fleet out there. At which point Jupiter is basically ours. They're not going to be able to stop me from taking all of Jupiter. I've got 2 fleets out there. You arrive in December. Yeah, 20. I should wait until see if these guys can make it there intact. Those guys make it there, then we have them burn out full burn. They'll arrive hungry for fuel, but we should have a refueling spot for them by then. Punitive sanctions. Just send a strongly worded letter. Lost the point Honduras. That's, again, it's fine. It's not great, but it's fine.
Some threats.
Honduras is the end of August. Okay, so we basically take that point back, and then we can go for unification on the next cycle. Direct investment. Get us a bunch more funding. Okay. Yeah, so I want that point back. That's 5, so we're definitely
Removing
back.
our enemies.
I'm here.
We want that point. It's already cracked down, so it's going to be
Removing
that easy to
our
get.
enemies.
Acknowledged.
And then you set national policy in the United States, North America,
Time to make our move.
which will include 1 unification. And then you'll do a repeat, which will then be another unification, and we might do that a couple times, then end up with everything integrated. At which point the United States will be at maximum size without doing things. I think it technically has a claim on Greenland as well that I haven't been thinking of. No. No Greenland one. And I think it has claims on the islands here, but the EU has them. We control the EU. So, it's all fine.
I will help them.
Predictive abduction modeling. Okay. We got some pretty big bonuses as Uniscience, so we're just rolling through these pretty quickly. Yeah, we got 219% modifier on the science applied to this, so.
We're winning their hearts and minds. The people will come to our side.
A volcano has erupted in Los Angeles. Okay. Major damage to Los Angeles, obviously. Don't think Los Angeles is prepared for a volcano to go off. And that's temporarily weakened global warming. Although that's a temporary effect.
Mission complete.
Unification.
We are in control now.
We are in control here.
We are in control, which then means that's a unification target. Okay. Taiwan suddenly starts losing allies because
Reporting
they're controlled by us. Okay.
Ready for my mission.
So, set national policy.
Heading to the capital.
Again, to merge in Honduras.
Ready for my mission.
So as long as set national policy goes off before they break anything out of it, we're good. And we do have unifications with Taiwan, so we should have someone just roll in and merge the Taiwan in. Before that becomes a problem.
On my way to the capital.
I'm here.
Ready to go. Terminating the opposition.
At your service.
Okay. So that's Mongolia. We got integration going on. Next is middle of October. So it'll be 2 in the next round, assuming we don't lose either of the points. Lose either of the executives. China could probably do with a little bit more public campaigning. Let's get this guy's public campaigning in China.
We'll make our appeal.
Ready to go. We'll make our appeal.
Lending my expertise.
You've arrived at low Earth orbit. Well, we're gonna sortie. Engage, and they're running for it. We'll run a KPS to make sure that they've properly run. That's 2361. Avoid battle. Take me up there. So, do they have 2 surveillance fleets right now operating? Yeah. That's the new one. Let's postpone the old one. No, the 22nd of 22 of March. No, I want to be in space, thank you. Are they both 22nd of March? Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, maybe I tried to jump the wrong one. That's fair. I think I tried to jump the wrong one. So now they're both basically the same date. Okay. We'll go refuel. It'll be fun. We don't need to jump again until, like, January, so... At some point, I'm going to just have to make a fleet that has, like, enough Delta V that they can't run away from it, but that's not this fleet yet. Advanced plasma batteries done. So these, of course, get deployed on defensive stations. So that's, in theory, made a bunch of our defensive stations better. I think that's the same with the... laser batteries. Plasma batteries. Scroll down too far, that's why I'm not seeing the plasma batteries. Arc laser batteries. Oh, I should do these ones. At this point, we're not going to run those. Yeah, ultralight phasers. The best one of these, I think, gets deployed on the battle stations. So we'll do that next. The military stuff. Make the defense habs even stronger.
The people will come to our side.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Mission complete.
Unification with Honduras.
Mission complete.
Unification with Taiwan. So that improved the GDP, GDPC. Granted, for that, because of averaging, like, that island was really good. The rest of China is still pretty bad, but major steps up in a bunch of different categories. It did cause a lot of unrest because we merged a very democratic nation into a very authoritarian nation. So we'll have to take some proactive steps to fix that instability. This is the EU. I don't think the EU is particularly democratic anymore these days. They're a flawed democracy. We'll just ding their democracy a little bit more. Calcification. A generation who have only known a world with the aliens among us is now coming of age. They have never experienced the sense of wonder from gazing upon a tranquil filament. Their sky is a place of politics, of conflict, of menace. On Earth, those who have assumed power in the new era have learned how to maintain it, as they always do, and it will be more difficult for our counselors to compel them to act. Our counselor missions take longer to execute going forward. Some missions will have increased impact as we spend more time conducting them. Mission assignment phase will occur only at the beginning of each month. Okay. So each counselor phase is now a month long. So when we have control of the executive there, we can merge Mongolia in, assuming we can hold on to it that long. And we need to stabilize Mongolia.
Where do you need me?
Or we need to stabilize China.
Restoring order.
At your service.
Ready to go.
We'll restore peace to this nation.
Ready.
Oh no. Vent interests.
Making things safe for our people.
Okay, so next counselor cycle, assuming we don't lose either of those, a point in either of those locations, we will do a unification mission to get both of those into the United States and North America.
Securing our interests.
Offering support.
Beneath the waves, the seas have claimed a portion of a region. Rising sea levels and constant flooding have rendered the portion of the region uninhabitable for the foreseeable future. Constant maintenance of seawalls and flood systems via the welfare party can prevent this from happening again in low-lying regions around the world. Inequality goes up, education goes down, massive damage to the population location. Okay.
Things are cooling off.
Violence is abating.
Go for another round of that.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Okay, that's chilly. I was worried a moment for when I saw the control point losses. Like, oh no, it was one of the ones I'm merging. No. I didn't have control of it, so I don't get to pick the next one that we wanted. Oh, to be fair, they picked the life sciences, which is the one I would have picked. So that's fine. That works for me. Okay, so we've got 2 unifications that we want to do. We have a little bit of a stability issue here as well. Okay. Set national policy.
Heading to the capital.
What's the op?
Set national policy.
Heading to the capital.
And then the last one of you
Where to?
do a stable mission.
We'll restore peace to this nation.
Offering counsel.
Oh, before I forget, let's some of that influence again. Continue to get that revenue going.
Order is returning.
Things are cooling off.
Okay,
Order
we
is
got that one stable
returning.
for the moment. We probably wanted to repeat here. Debris duty. We'll use laser clear. Okay, more enthrall resist.
Mission complete.
Unification. Please.
Policy direction complete.
Unification. Dominican Republic. Okay, so the cohesion state should be 5. It's just getting it up there. So based off of that, we can back off on welfare. Focus very heavily on knowledge and economy. Economy helps raise cohesion. Well, it helps push cohesion to 5. Maybe an important way to think of that. It could technically push unity. Maybe pushing unity wouldn't be the worst idea. It would be a little bit of a hit to education, although we'll probably outrun it with a 3 investment in education. Yeah. Let's run 1 pip of unity. Mainly because we're trying to raise cohesion. We'll do 2 pips. Again, because we want to get cohesion up to about 5. We want to get it back to 5. It's kind of where we are. And then once we get it to 5, we get education to 12, we're going to basically be focusing on per capita, funding, boost, mission control. Be pretty close to done here. Although we're always rebuilding the base defenses, apparently. So, fairly minor changes with the per capita GDP, that will easily be overcome with a little bit more economy investment. So yeah, this is going to very rapidly, I think, rise, especially because we're not going to do anything from here on out that's going to drop it. 0 stable. We got 1 more stability that we're going to do in America. Do we move? Yeah, I think it's time to try to start stabilizing India. Although I might do some public campaigning in America to get American
I will try to sway the
support higher.
public.
Acknowledged.
Where to?
0 stable, we got enough
Standing
public
by.
support. We gotta wait the 112 days there before we can add Mongolia in. Okay, so let's... One of you... Is that national policy?
Time to make our move.
The other
orders?
ones begin stabilizing.
Your orders. We'll make things safe.
Ready for my mission. We'll make things safe.
Okay, so I think that rest value is high enough. We need to get to the rest value, sort of, where we're at there. We might invest a little bit more. No, that's fine. Yeah, we just need to focus a lot on economy. Any of the economy moving. Yeah. Go run the counselors, make sure we don't have situations like this where we've got ability to pick up just a little bit more in stats. Stabilize. And you're at the point where you're getting really expensive stuff or science. So I'm going to go science. Your persuasion. Although some of our counselors are looking a little on the old side. Learner. And investigate. Okay. We're gonna confirm and advance. Our ships should arrive soon. Oh, and you can see we've got a new Pyongyang, now a resource region. Applying significant investment and excavation, paging and government, producing large quantity of strategic materials. Okay, in Pyongyang, that's North Korea. Okay. So that will help with raising the GDP in China.
I will help them.
Romeo 813 has completed its transfer. Found me a platform. Okay, platform's done. Is the platform the ground one? Did I bring only ground landing capacity? That's believable. No, we have a space one. Got space. Site. It's prospected. Okay. Are we not at the intercept? Undock. There we go. Found outpost fusion on the location. And now go back to the station for the moment. We need to defend that station until it's made. So that's going to have a construction module and a fusion pile. There's going to be net 30 power. We are wanting a mine here, I think. Mine needs lots of access point, yes. Mine. There we go. Okay. How much is the defense gonna cost? Power-wise. Got plenty of power. Yeah. So there's the ground defense. And then in orbit, we got only 2 orbital locations, but really we only need 1. So you're setting up a fusion pile and a construction module. Okay, I'd like you also to build a space dock. And you've got enough power that you can also run the defensive rate and all of that. Okay. So we'll set that up, we can refuel. And yes, we've made it there. The fleet is now to defend it until more colony ships and more assets can arrive to make it really, really hard to dig us out of Jupiter. So yeah, we can burn up there. We can get these guys up there in 21 weeks, 22 weeks. There will be a refueling location for them in 22 weeks. Commit to burn. So it sounded like we're going to have, in the next part, some fighting for Jupiter. The aliens do not appreciate us being there.
Order is returning.
Order is returning. Produce and rest in India by 1. Yeah, we're probably going to want an extra one of those. Launch trajectory, targeting the location. Okay.
Things are stabilizing.
Things are stabilizing.
The people will come to our side.
Oh, you're going to go bombard the ground base. Okay. Let's try to stop them from doing that. Okay, so we're a bunch of fusion plasma with a couple fusion colony ships in here. So, pick on the low one. Or, they're all about the same range, yeah. Oh, we got 2 out front. You pick the one out front. Lock noses, let time advance. We're coming in with a quicker approach, which does mean the enemy's kinetics are going to be a little bit more effective, but shouldn't make a big difference. We're just about to cross the 1,000-kilometer threshold where all the lasers start firing. First enemy ship has been destroyed. Second, destroyed. Moving on to third, destroyed. That one's got enough frontal armor that it's holding up under the laser bombardment. Although it's unlikely to hold up once the plasma gets involved. It may not even hold up long enough for the plasma to get involved at this rate. Mental armor. Oh, one of them's been hit hard. I'd say frontal armor's been hit, holding well, but then one of them basically takes a lot of damage. My immediate guess is probably a kinetic round caught through the PD. Okay, let's leave that one alone. It's been shredded enough. Yeah, my guess that one of the rounds got through the PD is probably what happened. Probably won't happen again, especially if you take out the ship with all the kinetics coming off of it. One last ship. These guys will limp back to the dock. Granted, there is no dock there yet. Oh, hopefully there will be before too many more aliens show up. Okay. Okay. We want you to do a burn to the station. Arrive there in 15.8 hours with burning basically no fuel. So you basically barely didn't move. Okay. And of course you can't do any repairs until, you know, the space dock is repaired. And the space dock is made. Which will be 30 days from when we made it. That will be in the next recording part. New ship arrives at orbit. I'm not gonna immediately sortie. Okay, no, we're gonna have to sortie. Okay. We're gonna leave the damaged ship behind. So you split fleet. One of these guys is pretty heavily damaged. I'm pretty sure it's you. Yeah, the one that doesn't go the same speed as the rest. We're gonna leave that one behind. And then the rest of them go get the guy who's doing a bombardment. You're not allowed to blow our base up. Engage. They already want to run away. I wonder why. Oh, I can hear all the kinetics coming off. And now it's a radar ship. Yeah. Okay. Successfully dealt with that problem. Okay, back to the dock. We're still gotta wait for the dock to, you know, be there. But when the dock is there, we'll be able to refuel.
Policy direction complete.
Okay. Do that. And then we're going to declare independence from the alien administration. So that means we're technically at war with the alien administration. That's fine. For the moment. Now, because that was a defensive war, did that bring in the allies? They did. Including the EU, okay. So let's try to get the armies to stop hunting the Xenos for the moment. Okay, you're at sea. I can't apparently. Well, I can tell you to go home, but I can't tell you to stop where you are. I can't tell you to cancel your existing order. No, and obviously the Beijing armies, the Chinese armies aren't yet allowed in India. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to group them all up, give them some time to recover, and then we're going to try to push them out of India. The other thing I can try to do is try to negotiate a ceasefire with the aliens, although right now the aliens got 2 armies, so not too worried about being at war with the aliens. Okay, well if I can't deploy you, you can stay hunting. Oh, because you don't have a navy, so you can't get off the island. That's fair enough. Okay, mass them up. We got plans, and I think the 2. Oh, interesting. So the alien megafauna apparently can acquire territory for the aliens. Remember that for the future. But yeah, okay. So the Pan-Asian Carbine ones can't get involved because for what I want them to get involved with. So we can send them to hunt Xenos safely. Get our armies together, get them recovered, and then probably first try to save Pakistan. Although maybe I'm not in a rush to save Pakistan from the xenomorphs. Instead, maybe I want to try to get southern India. Yeah, get the 2 southern Indian territories, get the contested one up there. I think that's the contested one. One of the ones up here is contested between India and Pakistan. Bangalore, Chennai. Oh, okay. Okay, so I do need to get the Greater India one before we want to liberate the Pakistan territories to India. And that will be a problem for the next part and the next stream. So if you're watching on YouTube, the next stream and the next part will have the fight for Jupiter system, the larger fight for Jupiter system. Right now, we're trying to maintain our beachhead until we have repair facilities in system. Once we have repair facilities in system, I can basically start to strike out and take over more and more of Jupiter. One of the things that's going to be very tempting to do is get more mines. More and more and more mines. Getting mission control is actually fairly easy to do. We just build it at Mercury. Like, that's easy. That's really easy. We'll want more mission control, but I don't need to build it ahead of time. The stuff I'd have to build ahead of time is on Earth, because Earth is slow if I'm not doing direct investment to get it. America is about as big as it's going to get. Its population, because the population in this game declines until you have, like, utopian level GDP is declining. But we're starting to move towards utopian level GDP. So if we can get the cohesion up, we can get the GDPC up, I very much see a near-term future where America's rocking 50,000 GDPC, if not going up to 80,000 GDPC real quick. Like, we're going up. With a 21% investment rate, we've already gained 145 in the last 31 days. And it's going to go faster and faster and faster. At some point, that means we can start to focus on trying to redirect value from the United States to fixing other places, which is going to be real good. Again, this is another place where we can get a little bit more mission control. There's another 23 mission control, in theory, available. Similarly with China, China is going to continue to grow. We're probably going to work a little bit on India. So we're basically going to be growing India and China over here. Russia, we're going to slow roll. That's because we haven't really decided whether we're going to go EU or Russia. Really. And it probably should be the EU. Should probably merge Russia into the EU. Yeah, it should probably be Russia into the EU. Haven't committed to that, because to do that, we need to kick people out of the EU. So yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, there probably will be a part of tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, it's come to the point in the middle of the night where I need to sadly end the stream. I want to keep playing, but I need to end the stream tonight. Tomorrow will be Farthest Frontier, if you're watching on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, that'll be in your past. Although, there should be a Farthest Frontier episode up for you tomorrow. Just the recording for the, next however many it will have already been done. Tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, we'll have not Darkest Dungeon. I suppose it could have Darkest Dungeon. No, it has the Banished Vault. We're gonna finish up the Banished Vault, hopefully, in that stream. And then the day after that will be Terra Invicta again. I may see where we are at the end of that stream. We're getting real close to when I have an upcoming vacation. In fact, I probably will not be streaming next Sunday. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I got like 5 streams left, right? So depending upon where we are at the end of the next Terra Invicta stream, and depending on how far this Frontier and the Banished Vault go, we may try to run an extra earlier Terra Invicta stream just to have a little bit more content to cover the break, instead of, say, adding a new game. But yeah, that's the upcoming schedule stream over the next couple days, and sort of a heads up that yes, we are probably within 7 days of streaming / new stuff getting recorded being done. So if you're a little annoyed on YouTube that the content is getting way into the future, that's gonna stop, because we were recording ahead to cover over the break, and obviously I'm soon gonna run out of time to record ahead. At this point, I don't necessarily think, in fact, I'm pretty sure I don't have enough to cover the break. So there'll be a gap where there just isn't stuff going up on YouTube. How close we get to covering that gap is in the future. But yeah, that's the upcoming schedule. If you have any comments, always feel free to leave them. I do try to respond to all the comments on YouTube. I try to respond to all the comments on Twitch as well, although I don't know if Twitch supports asynchronous commenting. So if you're not posting them live on Twitch, I don't know how to receive them. So if you're watching on Twitch, this is probably the last call for comments during this stream. If you're watching later on the VOD, because the VOD does stay up for 14 days at the moment, after the stream, and you want to comment or respond to, feel free to hop over to the YouTube channel. Most of the series are posted relatively quickly, so there should be the ability for you to comment on them over on YouTube. Maybe not on the exact part that you're watching, depending upon when you're watching it, but usually on somewhere on the series, right? And if it's somewhere on the series and you bring up something specific, I should be able to find it for you, or figure out what you're talking about. So yeah, that's the state of the streaming, recording, the run. So with that, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.